So something else that's been pretty crazy too is these are the foxholes right in front of the tent. And this is right where we're going to be putting the small cabin. But you can see the dirt has been all dug up here. And over here it's really been dug up. But over there, there's a little bone sitting on top of that pile of dirt that's been chewed on. And over here, there was a big chunk of a chicken or some sort of bird. But it's gone now. But this is here. Yeah, gross. It has no tail too. It's a fox. I heard it whining and screaming last night. It was all angry that we were so close to the house. But this was the den that the mother was in last year. So it may be the mother, it may have some cubs in there, but fresh kill right there at the hole. And there was an old kill there last night. So, and that mouse was not there yesterday. Oh, it's a mole maybe. Maybe it's a mole, maybe it's a mouse. I think it's a mouse. But yeah, very active foxholes, pretty sweet. Well, it's June 14th, and that was a nice little visit from the fox this morning. I hadn't even got a chance to put my pants on, and I saw him come over the hill there. So, yeah, he's back in the hole. He's probably going to be sleeping for the day, but I got the water on. I'm going to have some coffee and eat some oatmeal, and get back to making some more review videos and doing a couple more videos and trying to plan my escape from this place. I'll let you know how it goes. It's finally dark later that night, and man, the fox was pretty active today. But as soon as the night comes, there's one of them that comes out during the day a lot, but the other two you don't see at all. But as soon as the night comes, I can just hear all three of them running around the whole entire camp. But they actually make me feel safe. I feel safer with them here because I know that there's not going to be any raccoons, no skunks, nothing like that will be getting into stuff. And as far as a bear, I mean, even these foxes will start whining and complaining and stuff once there's a bear around. So they're a pretty good warning system, and I haven't seen any of the mice. There's no mice in my tent this season, which usually at this time of year there's all kinds of mice I'm dealing with. But my fox friends seem to have killed everything off. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow and see what the plan is. It's like the 14th or something. It's like, so tomorrow will be 7 days, a full week I've been here. But I'll probably start packing up the stuff and put the backpack on my back and start heading out, because if I'm not going to get a ride, I'm just going to have to hike up there. The foxes are interesting though. It's made this stay right here very interesting. I'll be looking forward to getting back to the property, see how they're doing. Well, it woke up to rain this morning. Last night before I went to bed, I saw at least 5. I counted 5 separate foxes come out of the holes over there, and there still sounded like there were a bunch more down there. And then after I went to bed, I could hear these little bastards running around in circles around the tent all night until like 6 in the morning. All night long. They were running back and forth, and they're using my trails to chase game and chase each other. I could hear them running, and there were 2 that were chasing each other over and over again. I could even see them out the window chasing each other. They were running as fast as they could after each other, and you could just hear them zoom by and zoom back by and zoom by, and they did it all night long, like literally until morning, until sun came up. And then it started raining and they got in there. But I just heard something over there making noise. Sounded like they got a chickmunk or something. Heard animals squeal. But yeah, I think it's the 15th. So this should be the last rain this week. So I gotta get stuff packed up and get ready to go on some sort of trip. So get woken up and get coffee now. So that was the first one of the night, guys. It's the 15th, and it's been raining all day. I slept in most of the day because it was just pouring when I woke up this morning and made that video. But I could hear the foxes coming on out, so I went over and grabbed the video, and she went back in. But there are just so many different color foxes and so many different kinds of foxes. I mean, I think that there's at least 5. I've seen 5 at once out here last night, but I think that there's more than that. I mean, I think there's like 10 of them. There's definitely a whole like pack, like a whole family pack living in those 2 holes. And when they go in the hole, you can hear how deep they go. There's a whole network of tunnels and stuff down there. I mean, it's got to be pretty darn big, especially when you see them all run out. But they're all living right here at the property. They're right at the foot of my tent. They're right in the hill that we were going to put the first cabin on. So it's pretty cool, but there's a lot of foxes, and it's interesting. I get to spend this time studying them. I noticed too that they were scavenging, and I was wondering why they would have to scavenge with so much animals and life around here. But that's because there's so many of them. Because if I leave any kind of meat scrap out, they'll eat it. They'll find it. Even when I hide it, or if I put it up on something, they'll find it. There's so many of them. I mean, there's at least 5, but I think that there's close to 10 foxes here. But I'll be quiet here. I'm going to have a cup of coffee and wait for them to come out, and I'll try to get some more film. It's just once it gets too dark, this camera won't pick up anything, so there's no point in filming. So we'll see. I should get a couple more good shots of them tonight. So there's my little blueberry plant. Yeah, we've been watering it. I have some pictures of the flowers, and I can see a bunch of berries starting here. There's actually blueberries all through my whole little hill I have here, where it's kind of drier. But these are the only ones that actually had flowers and berries on them this year. And that's because I cut the trees out from above them, so it's getting full sun. And I watered it a bunch during the spring to make sure it would have plenty of water and full sun to get some berries going. And there are berries on it. I'm gonna cut these bushes and maintain these blueberry bushes here. And by next year I'll have these ones buried out too, where they're producing some fruit. But look at this thing. This thing's cool. It's a sweet little, I don't know, I guess a lady slipper, right? I think. I thought lady slippers came a bunch on one stem, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's really, really friggin' sweet. The caterpillars are moving today. I don't know if you can see that little bastard. He's a pretty big guy. But this guy's the weird looking. Look at him. He has like hairy spines on his back. Weird looking bastard. But there's a cocoon there. And there's one there too. So there will be moths and butterflies everywhere in the next couple days.